Last July, Uki and me visited one of the most beautiful regions in Germany, at least in my opinion. The region is called Garmisch-Partenkirchen, located in the south of Bavaria. The area is famous for its stunning lakes, especially the Eibsee, that, trust me, you will fall in love with, as well as the German's highest mountain peak called Zugspitze. We started driving early in the morning to catch the sunrise at one of the many lakes in the area, but unfortunately we didn't manage to see it. But even with the soft morning light, the first two lakes that we visited, Geroldsee and Wagenbruchsee, both looked stunning. I really wanted to come closer to touch the water of the lake, but that turned out to be a very bad idea, since the lake water started much before its bed, so my shoes got very wet. Yeah, I stayed with wet shoes the whole morning. At the third lake that we visited, called Rissersee, we could already get a glimpse of the famous massive Zugspitze, and honestly, I thought, if it already now looks this beautiful, what is waiting for us at the Eibsee? So we stayed here very short and drew on towards Eibsee. And now, my friends, welcome to the Eibsee. As I mentioned to you, this lake looked like from another planet. I saw a lot of lakes in my life, but with this one, I stayed speechless. I never saw in Europe water of a lake with all these incredible shades of blue, green and turquoise. Can you imagine how would Monet or Van Gogh get inspired here? The lake is surrounded with thick forest and scary grandiose mountains with snowy peaks. The lake panorama with its white rocky coast looked so surreal with its own perfection. It just reminded me how nature will never stop surprising me with its masterpieces. I really liked this part of the lake because I could finally come closer to the water without getting my shoes in the mud and admire how clear it is, like a drop of tear. I never saw so clean and transparent and pure and fresh looking lake in my life, and that made me incredibly happy because Eibsee is a very touristy place, so I was worried that the nature is suffering from those mass touristic visits, but luckily the lake water stayed crystal clear. By the way, I really thought that I would be brave enough to maybe take a quick fast dip in the water. But it was crazy cold. I mean, that's not really surprising, since the lake is located at a height of 973.28 meters above the sea level. Of course, it was only cold for me, not for this cute little duck family. After some time, we decided to take a walk on the forest path around the lake. We didn't do the whole round because it takes 8 kilometers, and we heard that some parts of the path are so deep in the forest that you are actually really far from the lake and you don't have so many nice viewpoints. So we decided to just walk a few hundred meters and then go back the same direction. So unreal. I hope you agree, my friends. Okay, my friends, now it's time for some break. We went to the only guest house with a lake view here at Yipsey to have a well-deserved cappuccino break, my favorite drink that I just adore, and enjoy the best view you can have while eating the most delicious Apfelstrudel that I had in my life. Okay, I'm kidding about the most delicious apple pie in my life, but it was really not that bad, just a little bit too expensive. When we were done with our break, they started grilling fish for the lunch, and although it smelled and looked really awesome, we had to continue our journey for the day. But if we ever come back here, I would love to try out the fish. Then it was time for some real hiking. At the beginning of our hike, we saw this sweet herd of sheep. Their ears, their haircut, their white fur made them look so cute and kind of nostalgic. All the babies and the grown-ups looked so relaxed while eating, they totally didn't care that I'm coming closer to them to film them. Very busy sheep. I had to make an illustration with them. Anyway, our hike looked like from a postcard. The grass was as green as it can get. And the way up was actually pretty steep, so I didn't have force to film it all the time. Oogie speeds up. Anyway, guys, I don't know about you, but I'm one of those hikers who are actually faster while going up than when going down. I know that doesn't sound logical and rather crazy, but really, whenever we go hiking, we plan that I will need almost double time for going down. Am I the only one like that? Please write down in the comments, are you faster while going up or going down? I would really like to know if I'm the only weird one. So, for the hike that we did, there was also a cable car that could bring us up, but we were more into doing it on our own. During winter season, this place is full of ski enthusiasts. When we reached our hike goal, we found this nice guest house with an amazing view, so we decided to make a small break before we start going down. By the way, we were at a height of 1,236 meters. I could feel my lungs getting rid of the city pollution. It started to get a bit cloudy and foggy, but the view was still stunning, just different. And Oogie had his beer, and me, my second cappuccino of the day. So, cheers everyone! My dear friends, hope you enjoyed this travel vlog. The magical nature of Garmisch-Partenkirchen, its mountains, lakes, green grass, and of course, cute sheep. It is time for goodbye. Thank you for watching the video, and I really hope you will have a chance to come to Germany to explore this amazing Bavarian region on your own. Please subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Until next time, my friends. Stay safe and adventurous. See you in the next video. Bye bye!